Okay, so next up is language support. Vim is pretty bare bones, but it provides a lot of utilities or a lot of potential for integrating a lot of external utilities to give you a lot of language support for whatever language that you're developing in. I'm a front-end developer, so I write primarily JavaScript. I'm sure there are similar tools available for whatever language you like to use, but I'm going to show you JavaScript. So one tool that I really, really love is called Prettier, and it makes your code prettier. So it's a JavaScript beautifier. So let's open up a JavaScript file, tweetable. So this whole file is automatically formatted by Prettier. Looks nice and consistent, but let's say it didn't. Let's mess up the formatting a little bit. So let's move this up here. Let's get rid of this semicolon here. Let's I don't know, give this a lot of spaces for some reason. This is all valid JavaScript. It just looks a little silly. So what I can do is I can use Prettier, which has Vim integration if you configure it, and I can just do leader B for beautify. That's what I've named it, and it has formatted the code. This is really, really great. Let's look at that again. So let's go down here. We have this other block of code. I'll mess up well, let's make this, give it a chance to do the right thing. It's not magic, but it's kind of magic. Again, valid JavaScript, but it looks a little silly. It's got inconsistent spacing. It's got a semicolon, which is not actually necessary. So let's just get rid of that. And again, I will do leader B to format the code. It even added back in the semicolon. It's great. It works for a few other languages too, like CSS-like languages such as Sass, and also Markdown, amazingly. It's really powerful. So definitely give Prettier a shot. I'm a huge fan. One word of caution is that it will make you super, super lazy. So one problem that I have now, because Prettier has spoiled me so much because it auto-formats my code, is that I just don't do it at all manually anymore. So my workflow is I just write a whole bunch of terrible looking code, basically, stream of consciousness, and it looks like a mess. Because in Vim, I can just format it by hitting leader B and poof, it's formatted. But in other environments that aren't Vim, I do that, and then I can't do that because I can't just make my computer do my work for me. That's why I like Vim. So just be a little bit careful that once you get used to Prettier, you'll sort of take it for advantage and get a little bit spoiled, but it is really, really great. Also, I definitely recommend integrating Prettier with your Git hooks so that it formats the code before you can commit it. It will end all of your PR discussions and code review discussions around code formatting, because you can just say, it's up to Prettier. This is a Prettier thing. And then you never have to have those little discussions in PRs or code reviews again. I love it. So the other thing I want to show you is another tool called uCompleteMe, and it completes things. So let's say that we have these two variables here, and I wanted to reference them somewhere else in the file, say right down here, and I could just start typing list, and I didn't even finish typing it, and uCompleteMe completed this list of things. So I can just hit Control-N to scroll through here, just like standard Vim autocomplete, and I can type it or just escape out of it because I don't need that. And it's not quite as good as, say, Visual Studio's IntelliSense, but it's way, way better than Vim's built-in autocomplete. It works by running a server in the background. Vimplug makes it really easy to install, which I'll explain in another video. But definitely use uCompleteMe because it works for pretty much any language, and it just makes writing your code that much easier. So let's say that you wanted to do, request animation frame. So like I just did REQ, and here's all the different request animation frame variations that I can use. It's really, really great. And once you get used to this workflow of just basically having Vim type your code for you, you can get a lot of stuff done really, really quickly. So that is how you can integrate Vim with, beautifiers and autocompleters, and just really kind of make Vim do a lot of your busy work for you.